Hey there, blessings. Blessings to you. It's Jerome Shaw here. We are back in Texas. It's a little chilly out here, a little brisk, but we still making it. We still doing it. We still walking. And as we get the walk in, I had to get the talk in to let you know today is day three of the water feast. And we are feasting. The chi is increasing, and the energy and emotions are releasing for sure. You know, it's interesting how the mind really does everything that it can to try to take away or to try and dissuade you from continuing. It's very good at that. You know, the mind is so cunning, it's so resourceful. It does everything it can to make you feel like it's not worth it. Like, go and grab a juice. It's not like, go and grab something. Go grab something. It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to lose anything, right? You're not going to lose anything. Just go grab something. Just go have something. Go satiate yourself. Go stimulate, you know, the need for sugar, the need for pleasure, the need for more bodily sensation, right? Go alleviate the boredom and frustration. Go appease yourself. Go please yourself. Go treat yourself. You deserve it. You've already done enough. You've done enough. It's okay. You've done enough. And, you know, at times it's all right. You can give into that thought. You can indulge. But then there's times when you say to yourself, no. And that's an interesting thing. You say to yourself, no. And whenever you say no, you're also saying yes. That's an important distinction to make. The power of no is also saying yes. You're saying no to something right now, but you're saying yes to something else. You're saying no to the pleasure of the moment and yes to the fulfillment of the future. This is an important distinction to make. You're not only saying no, you are also saying yes. So what are we saying yes to? It's not always what we're denying, not always what we're defying in the times that are trying, but that feeling of flying, that feeling of freedom, that feeling of spreading your wings to see what it brings, right? That feeling is way more revealing than just the constant vibration of frustration when you have nothing to do. So we find things we can distract ourselves with, or we do nothing at all. Once again, going back to the lesson of yesterday's lesson of doing nothing, the wisdom of doing nothing, being like a cat, learning how to relax. That's one of the 48 laws of prana. One of the 48 laws of prana says, be like a cat, learn how to relax, right? Perfect the art of doing nothing. Work on the art of doing nothing. It's a subtle art. You know, they have very subtle arts. There's a book one of my brothers had me read, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, right? The subtle art of not caring, the subtle art of daring to not care. Well, it's a subtle art. Doing nothing is a subtle art. Being contentment, that is a subtle art. And you look around and you see that many people are not content. Many people cannot be satisfied with the present moment. Many people they find themselves restless, rambunctious. They have to do something to function. They have to choose something to function. They have to go through something to function. But you're choosing to go through something deeper. You're choosing to climb a mountain that feels a little bit steeper, right? You're choosing to go somewhere further, to further yourself, to further your health, to take yourself beyond, you know? So this is the choice that we make. We all make choices, and in the end, our choices make us. So the choice to continue, to grow the love that's within you, that's a choice. To say no to the present pleasures, to say yes to the future fulfillment. That is the choice that we are making today on this fast. The choice on this feast, I should say, for more peace, I should say. Because when you reframe it, you know, it doesn't have the societal connotation or the correlation between fasting and deprivation. There's a big correlation people see with fasting and deprivation, but when you say feasting, the energy feels like it's increasing because you're feasting on something else. So we're feasting on water. It may not have all the, you know, the feel-good feelings all the time like juice does, or different types of liquid that give us that kick, right? That caffeine, you know what I mean? But it's doing something because the body is not chewing something, but it's still doing something. Actually, it's doing everything. The body's doing everything. Sorry, I just seen a deer over here. Wow, I don't often see whole deer on the side of the road. Man, that's sad. I walk a lot and I see a lot of dead animals on the side of the road, but this one is sad. That's a crazy amount of maggots that are eating away at that deer. I don't know. I might edit that out the video, I might leave it in the video. But it's also a testament, it's a reminder for me to know that, you know, one day we transition. And so knowing that day may come, whenever it comes, I stay to my mission because I know one day we transition. That was one of the beautiful things that actually the monks and nuns taught me when I visited them in the monastery. They taught me about impermanence nature. And my brother Trevor, you know him as Fasting with Trevor, he talked about eternity and how, you know, the whole cliche of how energy is never created or destroyed, it's only transformed into something different, into something else. And that when we do transition, you know, to understand that we are eternal. And when you work with the internal, you feel the eternal when you work with the internal. It's never when we work with the external that we feel eternal. It's only when we go within. So when we go within, we never go without when we go within. So during your feast, your water feast, your air feast, whatever feast you're doing, feasting away on something that doesn't involve food, something that might feel like it changes your mood, right? You're going internal. You're going within because there's no escape. You don't have all the entertainment to escape to. You don't have all the food to escape to. You don't have all the drinks to escape to. You just have yourself. And you're doing it not for anyone else, but just for you. To realize eternity is within you as well. So, just like that deer, you know, however that deer lost its life, we don't know what tomorrow may bring, but we have this now moment, this present moment. And what we do with this now moment sets up everything, right? This one choice that you're making right now for you, for your health, this one choice is going to have a ripple effect. And we may never know what that will be. It's amazing. It's amazing to understand that. If you've never felt something, you don't know what you're missing. I had this conversation just the other day on a coaching call. And we were just hypothesizing to each other, wondering, why is it that so many people will never go one day without eating? So many people will never go one day without food. Some people, not even 12 hours, not even half a day, without stuffing themselves with something, without being in constant digestion mode. Why is it that nobody will stop? We all think that it's fine to shove plates of food down our bodies, you know, to fill our faces and fill our stomachs and constantly be bloated and distended and constantly just, there's no ending, right? There's no end to the taste, the texture, the flavor, the everything that we savor. There's no end. But we think something is wrong with giving our body a break. We don't think something is wrong with stuffing ourselves with the food on our plate, but giving our body a break, something's wrong with that. Why is that? And we hypothesized together during this coaching call and we said, hey, if you've never felt what it feels like to be without it, consciously, right? Not with the fear attached to it, not with the fear of starvation or deprivation. If you have never consciously given your body a break, given your body the time, giving your body just a moment to process, to regulate, to recover, to rejuvenate, to revitalize, to restore, to be renewed, to be reborn. If you've never done that consciously, you don't even know what you're missing. If you've never felt what it feels like to be healthy, to feel vitality coursing through your veins, through your body, traveling, to feel electricity, to feel the vibrancy of being without, you don't know what you're missing. You actually don't know what you're missing. So there's nothing to contrast, you know? There's nothing to give you any measure of pleasure away from the plate. Because you've never experienced what it's like to be without it. So it's the same thing if somebody says, hey, you know, have you tried this caviar? I've never had caviar. Or somebody else says, hey, have you tried this cocaine? I've never had cocaine, right? So whether it's caviar or it's cocaine, I don't know what I'm missing because I've never had them. I've never had those experiences. Those are experiences that I've never had. Somebody who's snorted cocaine could tell me, hey, bro, you have no idea what you're missing. You just don't know. Man, you're high on life. It's like you're on top of the world. You can do anything. You feel like you can do anything. And I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. Now somebody like me who doesn't eat at this juncture of my journey, at this point in my life, I don't eat. I could tell somebody, hey, you have no idea what you're missing. You just don't know. You know, I don't miss the food. I don't miss that. Even though I know what it comes with. I know it's tasty. I know it's delicious. I know it's amazing, but I don't miss it. I know it's delicious. I don't miss it. Because what I'm experiencing right now, this is everything. That person, if they've never gone without, it'll just be words coming out of my mouth. It won't mean anything to them because they've never had the experience. You don't really crave anything that you've never felt before. If you've never felt something, why would you crave it? It's only when we eat the pizza that now we want pizza, right? It's only when we've had the cigarettes that now we need to smoke. It's only when we've worked with the cannabis that now we need a toke, right? No joke. So the same is with fasting. The feeling of peace, joy, bliss, kindness, compassion, empowerment, enlightenment, lightening up the body, lightening up the load. That feeling, it's like you only crave it when you've had it. When you understand at a deep, visceral level what it means. That's when you understand. That's when there's a pull towards it. There's a yearning towards it. There's a burning towards it. Because you know what it's like to feel high with nothing at all. You know what it's like to truly be high on life. To truly be satiated with nothing in your stomach, with nothing in your bowels. To have everything by having nothing at all. And even as I speak this, it gives me more of a sense of purpose, more of a sense of service. And it makes you less nervous to know that you are always taken care of. The universe always has your back. Nature always provides. And it's all inside. So much love, my friend. Thank you so much for being. Thank you so much for seeing this video, for listening, for glistening, for taking the step for yourself, for taking the steps, the measures for your health, for understanding that this time is for you. It's all about what you do for you. So blessings, my friend. We'll see you again, and we'll continue. Much love.